Hi everyone, I'm the Sleepless Dad. I'm going to review games with a view on how accessible they are for parents. I'll be basing it on 4 levels of difficulty, easy to impossible. The ratings will be based on the cost of the game, the time you need to invest, and the skill you have to play the game, with a number of subcategories thrown into each. Today's game is Team Fortress 2. So the first category is cost. As a parent, most of my spare money goes to my kid. So with the money I do get to spend myself, I have to be cost conscious. And what's great about Team Fortress 2 is it's free. It's available and has been for some time on Steam. And if you have a laptop or a PC that's fairly modern, you'll be able to run it without any sort of graphics cards needed. Now this game does have in-app purchases, cosmetics and weapons that alter your stats in the game. But there is no barrier in terms of like time barriers, so you'd be able to continue playing this game as much as you wanted without being stopped and asked to either wait a certain amount of time or pay money for it. Alright, so my next category is time. Now, first of all, time to download this game. It's about 9 gigabytes. If you've got an internet speed on average, say 10 megabytes a second, it's going to take you around 20-30 minutes. So if you find you've got some last minute time spare in the afternoon, you want to download the game, you'll be able to download this and be able to play it the same day. One of the great things about this game is it requires very minimal setup as well. So once you've actually downloaded it and you've loaded the game up and you want to get into a session, you read a few tooltips on the main page, gives you a few of the basics. There's a 5-minute tutorial if you want to just quickly check how all the mechanics work in the game, and you'll be able to get straight into a session. Now, normally this casual session lasts about 15 to 30 minutes. Now that's perfect if you want to get 1 or 2 games in while your child's having a sleep or they're out with the other parent and you just want to have a quick few games, get it done in the afternoon or just as they go down for bed after dinner and you've had everything else sorted out throughout the day. Now the downside is that it is 15 to 30 minutes, and if you get interrupted during the session and you need to disconnect, you will not get any experience or items from that play session. So that can be a bit of a bugbear, and for that sort of reason, in terms of the time, it's a medium difficulty for parents to play this game. Alright, one question I can imagine is all on your lips. How much skill do you actually need to have fun with this game? Well, not a lot. The characters are easy to understand and get to grips with, and the game modes are very similar to all the other multiplayer first-person shooters out there. There's also tooltips to explain each mode just before you start it. The skill of the other players is what makes this game challenging. Now, during matchmaking, there is no skill-based matchmaking on this game, so you just get given whichever game you're thrown into. Now, while that works a lot of the time, if you know how to play the game, when you're new to it, very easy to get overwhelmed, and you're going to die, often. The improvement curve though is steep, and you'll need to play this game for a fair few hours before you reach this level of the other players. Now, on the plus side, this game is really fun to play, even if you're losing. So, on that sort of side of it, due to the time, effort required to get to the skill of the other opponents, this game is hard for parents. Overall, summary, this is a fun game. It's free. You don't require much to play this game. A modern PC will do. 30-minute play sessions allow for quick time play, but it does make it vulnerable to disruptions from your little one, impacting your progress should you need to end the session. This game has been out for some time, so people are very good at it, and you will find it a challenge at first, but you're going to enjoy getting good at this game. So overall, this game is a medium for parents to play.